Alrighty, everybody. I believe I am live on the PRA network. I'm going to be your host tonight, Wired. I will be all alone in the booth by myself. Big sad. Let me just make sure I am live. I am in the booth by myself. So, I'm going to be hosting tonight. We have the Baja Bash Finals. I am very excited to get this going. It's been mine and my friend Millsy's baby for a few seasons now. But we're just waiting on everyone to get in here. 14. Why is there 15? Hold on. You know what? Clearly I messed up somewhere, but it's a good thing that I'm by myself in the booth then. So I guess we're going with the top 15. Let me just check and see where this mistake was made here. I missed out on the soul pun. He just messaged me on the Discord. Let me just see if I can't invite him in to that party really fast. He's in there, perfect. So I guess I made a mistake and AJ would have been not in there, but so we're gonna be changing it up. The first time around we did start off with Rattlesnake Race Park Reverse, but we'll be doing 3 different tracks. I'll be taking suggestions from the chat, as well as maybe even doing some random wheel spins, whatever I feel like doing at the time. Frylock, what's going on? It's been a while, buddy. Good to see you. But we will be getting started with 10 laps here at Rattlesnake Race Park Main Reverse. So these guys, for those who are tuning in who may not have known, they just ran in the qualifiers. We just got done about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, so usually I used to run this event in a 2-session stint. I would do the qualifiers on the Monday night and the finals on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. This time around, I wanted to be greedy. I knew I wasn't going to be competing, so I decided to take care of points and stuff for the first round so that we could run it all in one night, which might be a little long for these guys, which is why I kind of want to switch up tracks. I know a lot of people have been, I wouldn't say worried or confused, but for those who don't know, I ended up getting a PC, so I've been racing over in the PC series and been having a blast over there. We're actually going live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, I think, maybe. But yeah, it'll be some good racing. But we see Soul Pun, King Saturn, Mad Matt, and one other driver, I'm not sure who that was, really getting into it here. King Saturn got the short end of that stick for sure. Oh, and Kinger, he's flipping around. D-Highs is around, so we have 3 deaths in lap 1. Always fun. But looking towards the front of the pack, we have Racer Chick, D. Westberg, AJ Petrie, Unknown. Grandpa's up there too. AJ gets a little bent out of shape, but holds his position. D. West diving on that inside. Good move by D. West, forcing AJ to take these jumps here. But for those who don't know, Unknown and Fast was the points leader for this main event in the qualifier. Followed behind pretty closely was D. Westberg. So D. West was the winner of lobby number 2. And I could go through the rest of the list, but I don't have it open. Oscar PC, might as well get an Xbox. No. But coming through the first couple of laps, right now it looks like D West is holding the fastest lap with a 54.038. Very, very good lap time. Petrie, 54.1. We all know Petrie is very, very quick. Should have been higher than bronze last season. I'll keep saying it. AJ and Unknown getting into it. Racer Chick comes in, throws a little fender. Let's go look at the back of the pack. King Saturn has been doing good, making up some positions after the early unfortunate events. Graham Paul, something might have happened to him. He's kind of fallen back a little bit, but you know, this is a tough lobby. It's a tough track. It's definitely a lot of fun to watch, though. Looking towards the middle of the pack, we get right on board with Blood and Tears here a little bit. He's kind of in no man's land. He's between these two packs. He's chasing down McNasty, but what I'm really interested in is this pack right here. Soul Pun, AJ, Colt Chevy, No Limit, also known as CTS Dimes. You know, this is a decent little battle for a 4th place position here. The podium have all kind of ran away, but this group is going to be a tight race to the end, I think. Colt Chevy and Soul Pun getting into it a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. I'm not too sure, but it looks like Blood is making up a little bit of time on McNasty and AJ here, so look out for him. He may be making his way up to the front. Yeah, and Leedsman, you know, I'd totally be down for Rockfield. Oh, sorry, Soulpun is flipping around. King Saturn DNFs, very unfortunate. Sorry, as I was saying, I'd totally be down for Rockfield. The only problem is it's a laggy track in this game. It's kind of like Mudford in that way, and Tribend. So I'm gonna try and steer clear from those ones if I can. Looking up at the front of the group, Unknown has been able to get the position on Petrie here and D West. So the thing with Unknown is when he gets up front, he'll just storm away, and I mean you can just see it with the lap time, 53.3, very, very fast lap. The only one even close to contention right now is Racer Chick, but he does make a little mistake. Petrie goes a little wide, and Unknown gets a little bent out of shape. These guys are about to go 3 wide through this section. D West getting the good run from not having to take those jumps. Petrie getting a little bent out of shape, trying to give D Westberg a little bit of room. Oh, and D West goes up on the edge. Petrie not able to capitalize, and if they keep fighting like this, Unknown's just gonna run away. But Racer Chick, she's up here in the mix. She's doing really, really well in this truck. She finished, I believe, in the top 4 in lobby number 1, if I'm not mistaken. But we are about 3/4 of the way through this race. Looks like everything's kind of settled down a little bit here. Just looking around, seeing if there are any good battles. What happened with this Colt Chevy group? Something happened. McNasty has bumped his way up into 5th. Colt Chevy and Blood and Tears side by side going through this section. Blood's not going to be able to skip the jump, and Colt will. Let's see the run. He doesn't quite get the run that he was looking for, I think. Blood doing a very good job of holding that position for sure. But looking at the lap times, I mean, this is a much closer field. Mad Matt, I believe, was 15th overall. I said it'd be top 14, but I couldn't find a streamer, co-commentator in time. So we're doing top 15, I guess. Looks like Unknown and Fast has improved his best lap time to a 53.2. D. Westberg is in that range now, though, the 53.6. So very, very fast lap times out of these guys. What's nice to see is everyone's within, you know, a second to a second and a bit within each other. Man, Matt, he's the lucky guy that gets to deal with all these fast people. But for those who aren't in the Discord or may not know, we're actually doing inverse order. So the starting grid of this race was, of course, random because nobody has points right now. But the starting order from this point forward will be inverse order. So Unknown and Fast, if he were to win the race right here, which, you know, looks like he would be based on his positioning and the fact that he has the fastest lap time. Never mind, Colt Chevy steals the fastest lap time. Very well done, sir. But they will be starting at the back of the grid, and King Saturn and Man Matt, D-Highs, that group, they'll be starting at the front of the grid. So something to change it up, spice things up a little bit. Oscar, you're not in here hounding him, so I think he might be able to handle it. But we have about 1.25 laps left to go here from Solpon, so let's hop on board. Oh, and as I hop on board, Petrie is lagging and tumbling across the track. You love to see it. This game's great. But yeah, Unknown has a very commanding lead up here. Grandpa makes a mistake here, so looks like he's gonna pull off and maybe retire here. He might know that he's not going to be able to catch anyone, so very respectful to just stay out of the way. Looks like he's going to keep driving, just staying. No, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, let's hop on board with Unknown. He's coming around the end. Grandpa does indeed retire. But yeah, AJ up in 6th, doing very, very well with a 54.1. Very good lap time as well. But Unknown and Fast makes no mistakes on that last lap. He comes around the corner and is going to take first place in race number 1. Second place will be D. Westberg, and D. West takes the fastest lap. Very well done, sir. Racer Chick on the podium, taking that 3rd. McNasty 4th. Petrie 5th. AJ, wow. AJ just put down one monster of a lap time with a 53.6. This guy was in bronze last season, and he's been steadily improving, so he's definitely going to be moving up in the ranks this year. AJ 6th, Solpon 7th, Colt Chevy in 8th, Blood and Tears 9th, CTS Dimes in 10th, Kinger in 11th, D-Highs in 12th, Mad Matt 13th, Grandpa and King Saturn DNFs in 14th and 15th. Alright, guys. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe I want to do a shorter track. This is a long one. I like to go long short, long short. So I'm thinking what about a little bit of Torsdal in action? What are we thinking about that? Grandpa's not a fan of the truck. I think we go to Torsdalen for these guys. I think it'd be a fun one to watch. Nice little tight, twisty eternity track. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to Torsdalen, Maine. Nice open sections. Some other sketchy sections. Is Torsdalen a little laggy? I didn't know that. Guess that's my fault. Well, these guys are going to be changing their tunes, so that's on me. My bad. Yeah, it's been a little while since I played on some of these tracks. Oscar, I'll never let you have the chance to race here as long as I'm around. Okay, if it's just frame rate dips, it's not nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm talking more like, you know how some tracks like Mudford, people are just like flying over the track. They're actually fine. But we will get started here in race number 2. Actually, let me do something real quick. We're gonna up the laps here. We're gonna go to 15, and then we're gonna ready up. But as you can see, it'll be King Saturn, Grand Paul, Mad Matt, D-Highs will be your top 4 on the grid for this race. And everyone is just beating up on Racer Chick today. Colt called me out for making it 15 laps. Well, you know, it's a shorter track. It had to be done. If he wants to do that, I'll put him on all the tracks that he hates, and I'll make it 30 laps just for him. So Grandpa, like I said, and King Saturn, this whole group starting out front. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Looks like everyone makes it through turns 1 and 2. Never mind, the teddy bear is around and tumbling. Someone else is tumbling. Looks like Kinger. Mad Matt just kind of gets tossed out of the way. But as you can see, oh, maybe, no, it was King Saturn that went for a tumble. Sorry, I'm used to Colt Chevy being the teddy bear. Does Colt have his teddy? We're gonna have some issues here, Colt. But as you can see up front, CTS Dimes in the early lead. Colt Chevy not far behind. Soul Pun breathing down Colt's neck. Actually going for a pass here. He's got the inside line, but he's gonna have outside going into this corner. Able to just push him off just enough. Very well done by Soul Pun. Kinger, after that early tumble, he's going to have quite the battle to make it back up to this group. Grandpa, he's kind of at the back of this big old cluster. Graham is not straight up not having a good time in this thing. Man, Matt had a nice little turnaround. I know fast, a bit surprised that he's this far back in the field. Something must have happened to him early on. He might have been a part of that like Kinger and King Saturn wreck. Looks like King Saturn actually left, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I can't stop people from leaving. But looking around the field, D. Westberg had a strong performance in the last race. Danny McNasty diving on the inside, kind of saying, "Hey, this is my spot now." But D. West has the inside line going on here, and is able to put on the good block, and puts the bumper in front of him to ensure that he doesn't get any runs. And up front, Colt Chevy is still holding strong in that third place position. Petrie not far behind. Soul Pun goes a little bit inside here. He's going to scrub a little bit of speed. As you can see, Colt is breathing down his neck. Looks like D-High's DNF'd. Very unfortunate. Not sure what happened to him. And now Unknown is starting to make his push. Kinger's still trucking along, you know. That shows good heart. I love to see when guys, even if they're involved in the early wrecks and accidents, they're still just pushing. But Grandpa, he kind of kind of in this middle field, trying to hold off Unknown and Racer Chick, two very fast drivers for sure. Doing a hell of a job blocking them though. And you know what? May even be picking up some space. He looks like he's trying to catch these guys in front. And that's something that can happen. If you have someone faster behind you, it could really push your speed. But he goes a little bit wide. Able to save it. Unknown and fast. Goes onto the outside line. Grandpa has preferred inside. He uses up Unknown. Gave him the little block saying, "Nuh-uh, I don't think so, sir." Looking ahead of us, Due West and McNasty are still side by side battling it out. And Unknown able to get that spot on Grandpa. But this is the battle that I want to watch here for just a second. Looks like Colt Chevy made a little mistake. Petrie was able to pass him. Former teammates. Looks like D West and McNasty coming around. This is probably one of the better passing spots if you can hit it just right. But D West just so consistent at stuff like that it makes him really tough to pass. Colt Chevy slips up a little bit, doesn't lose any spots, doesn't really lose any pace either. So if you're gonna slip up, do it like that. Looking towards the back. Let's hop on board with my boy AJ. So where's AJ at? My former teammate. There he is. AJ also kind of in no man's land, but you know he's still running strong, and that's what matters around here. As you can see, yeah, there's quite the gap between AJ and the next competitor. Blood and Mad Matt, looks like they might be having a nice little battle here. Looking at Racer Chick and Grandpa in front of them. Racer Chick, after having a very strong performance last race, kind of struggling here in the Tours d'Allen. And Graham is all over the place in this truck. I love to see it, buddy. Drive it like you stole it, friend. And Mad Matt improves his lap time to a 44.4, kind of in mix with everybody else here. Who's got the top time right now? That would be the one and only Unknown and Fast. Oh, it looks like something happened with Petrie. Petrie was having some rough luck at the end of the races in the other lobby here. And oh my, look at this pack. Now this is a pack to be looking at. Graham is the man, Oscar. Graham's been a two-time teammate of mine. I love Graham. He'll be my homie forever, man. But Petrie, I don't know if he just like got caught up in a battle up here and got kind of pushed out or what happened, but with this battling, Dimes has just kind of sprinted away from the field. Where's Dimes at? Dimes? Sir? That's open. There he is. I mean, yeah, you're looking at like a probably a 7-second gap, maybe a little less, a little more, I don't know. But a very, very strong lead for sure. And it's putting down decent pace. I mean, half a second off the fastest lap leader. But, you know, when the fastest lap leader is fighting in a pack of 5 people, that doesn't really matter. Petrie goes into the wall a little bit here. Might open the door for Solpun to make some moves. Yeah, and Kinger decides to DNF as he saw at the bottom of the screen there. Not surprised. He kind of got a little scuffed up early. He got thrown in and did some pirouettes in the air. It was kind of beautiful. Racer Chick still kind of in that no man's land, trying to catch Graham, but also trying to run away from Blood. I'm sure she's having a hell of a time in there, though. But this is still just the battle to watch. Unknown, McNasty, Colt Chevy, Petrie, and Solpun not far behind, looking to maybe make some moves here if they keep fighting. But these guys are just on each other. Unknown and Fast gets a good line through here. Kind of gives the door to Daddy McNasty a little bit there, but McNasty able to hold it, very skillful. And I think Unknown knows it's go time. He's got to try and catch up to Graham and Dimes here if he can. But McNasty gonna try and dive it on the inside. Unknown able to hold that off. Colt Chevy tried to make a move. Did not work for him. In fact, he lost a position. But this top 6, top 7 is up to 3rd. I mean, these guys have been battling pretty much all race. It's been a very entertaining watch. Well, I don't know what happened, but as soon as I said it was entertaining, they all spread out. Something must have happened with Petrie again. Petrie, like I said, like yeah, the guy's quick, but he has some bad luck. All right, fellas. For the next track, what are we thinking? Let's start brainstorming in the chat here. I need a little help. I want to do something a little bit longer. I'll probably do like 7 laps of it or so. What if we spiced it out and did some Northland free route? Motor City Rally. Maybe. Any version of Northland. See, I like Northland free route because I like to make things a little chaotic around here. And it's one that'll let more skillful drivers, you know, show their stuff, because that track is not easy by any means. Yes, let's do free route, and then we'll do... Oh, Colt Chevy went off the track there. I know Colt was having ping issues earlier. It looks like he's alright, though. So let's do, like, 7 laps of free route, 7 laps of Rally Trophy, and then we'll end off with some Dirt Devil. How's that sound, guys? But we are on the last lap. I didn't even notice. Wow, this kind of went by. This was a bit of an action-packed race. It was kind of nice. But credit to where credit is due. No Limit Tuck led this from pretty much start to finish. I mean, I know the start of that race was kind of sketchy, but congratulations to No Limit Tuck winning race number 2. D West and Unknown must have had a drag race across that line. Unknown takes the fastest lap there with a 43.4. McNasty 4th, Soulpun 5th, Petrie 6th, Graham 7th, Racer 8th, Colt 9th, Blood 10th, Mad Matt 11th, AJ 12th. So I think Northland free route could be fun because, you know, if they start fighting in that midsection, it'll be something interesting. You know, and it might give people who are not taking the sketchy route a chance to come back and make some moves. Just looking at the points here, Unknown and Fast leading by 1 point over D Westberg, and McNasty leading Dimes by 1 point for the top 3. So very, very close battles throughout. It gets a little more spread out the later we go into this. But let's go on over to the Northland free route for 7 laps, 7 or 6 laps. What do we think? I think 7 laps for this, and 6 for the other one, because 6 is a lot longer. I see Graham in the chat. He beat Colt so he can officially retire. I love it, man. Yeah, you can retire and come join us on PC Wreckfest. It's a blast over here. Oh, we might have a guest commentator joining us here. Let me add this man into the chat. Why can't I find him? Where are you little rascal? There he is. Okay, he's getting on now, so we'll start off. We'll start off this race, and hopefully he will join midway through. But I like the picks. I know the guy who's going to be joining us asked for some Boulder Bank, and I know some guys in the race asked for Boulder Bank, but I think we've ran that enough. I think it's a good idea to add that Motor City Rally. It'll be a fun one. But we are getting ready for 7 laps of Northland free route. Never thought I'd be saying that in a PRA race, but here we are. So let's take a look back. Let's go with Blood, kind of in the middle of the group here. I want to see where everyone goes going down into this section. Solpun makes a big dive into the inside, and Graham just gets pushed out into the wall. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate it. So it looks like Colt Chevy is going the free route. Who's following him? Looks like that's Kinger, maybe Petrie back there. A couple others. Oh, and Kinger, they did the jump over top. And here is the man that we've been waiting for. Our guest commentator, Mr. Ice Dude. How you doing, buddy?
Howdy doodly.
Good to have you in here, man. So there is a spot open in the lobby for you.
I am going to be jumping right in, sir. I got to get online first.
No worries, man. No worries. We're just watching some.
I've been watching it. How much fun that is.
Oh yeah, it's been a chaotic couple starts for sure. But we decided to go with the Northland free route. So it'll be interesting to see. It looks like a decent group of them are actually going for that free route section. And as we see Colt Chevy and Kinger side by side. Not side by side. What am I thinking? Nose to tail will be
I was pulling for Racer Chick on the last one.
Yeah, Racer Chick had a great first race, but seems to kind of struggle on Torstallon a little bit.
Yeah, I struggle on that one too.
Yeah, Torstallon is not an easy track for sure. Teague C in the chat. Yeah, Dimes did end up hanging on and winning Torstallon. A very dominant race by him for sure.
8:49. PlayStation 4 is awesome. It's been loading for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, trust me, I understand the PlayStation pain. PlayStation 4. But Kinger, the newcomer, he's out to an early lead. He knows this free route section really well. Able to jump over those tires. Yeah, he's a new one. I believe Squeller tried to recruit him a while back, but I guess his schedule changed and now he's able to come race with us. So we're happy to have him, but he's been doing really well.
Let's see how Mr. Madden is.
Looks like Petrie's been having a bit of a struggle race. Oh no, Dimes hits one of the tires. He loses a couple positions there.
Bad Matt's hanging right there with Petrie, huh?
Yeah, Matt's been holding his own. It's been a bit of a rough ride for him. There's a lot of fast people in this lobby, so
What a
you know
bunch
it's
of cars sitting there,
yeah, that's what happens. Though Graham and Racer Chick didn't go for the free road section, and these guys that did were able to catch up to them a little bit. Now they're just right in the middle of the pack. Unknown and fast. Oh, looks like he changed up his color scheme a little bit there. He's also got the big old saw blade on his head. He's looking to cut some people down. Oh, and who's that? Oh, no, it was Kanger made a mistake and ended up in the wall back there. He lost quite a few positions with that, and Solpun ends up taking the lead. But what do you think of the next track? Did you hear what the next track selection was?
huh? What did you say it was going to be?
We're going to good old Motor City Trophy Circuit.
Oh, that's going to be some fun.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one for sure. One that PRA has never ran in any event other than actually no, I don't even think it was chosen as any like the head-to-head races that we did. I don't think we've ever ran it.
I've never ran it in PRA.
Yeah, I know in a main event we've never ever touched it. So oh, and Colt Chevy makes a mistake and loses that position. He might even lose another one here. And he does. He ends up losing a good amount of them. Where did he go?
Oh,
And
Petrie went tripping.
Dehaz and Petrie get into that section. Looks like Dehaz wasn't going for the jump over the tires, and Petrie was, and you know, you hate to see it.
Poor D-Highs. Looks like he's just going to give up. His truck's probably beat up. That
Yeah,
hurts.
definitely some tough luck. He's been having a rough go in the finals here. It's been seems like he's been the tough end of the stick here.
He's my fellow New Yorker, Mr. Grandpa. 12th. Facing down Racer Chick. They've been hooked together for the last couple races.
Yeah, they really have been. These two have been kind of inseparable here tonight, other than race number one. But Graham had a bit of a time on race number one.
We had some fun in qualifying, me and Graham.
Graham's a great guy. I love racing with Graham Paul.
I like racing with everybody. It's fun.
It is. I gotta
Yeah.
start getting on. I gotta start getting on PlayStation more again.
Yeah, we miss you.
You know, I miss you guys too. I'll be around more. I've just been excited playing with my new computer. So
Bud's holding out in 6th place. Good for him.
yeah, Blood's been
Good to
doing
see
really
him
well.
doing good.
Yeah, Blood's been kind of mid-pack of most of these races, but I mean, when you're racing with guys like Unknown, Colt Chevy, D. Westberg, I mean, these are all guys that are in the Diamond Series in PRA. Like, these are some quick drivers.
Oh yeah, I know. I raced with them last year. Last season.
Yeah, and I guess while we're kind of in some downtime, there's not really much going on. We'll watch this D. Westberg Colt Chevy battle here for a little bit. Next season, I will confirm. Looks like Kinger got into a bit of an accident with Colt there. But I will confirm you will be racing in your own series. We are still going to do the teams. I believe we'll do it the same way where the Diamond just drafts their team. They'll be the team captain. But yeah, so you'll be racing against only guys in your division, but you'll still have your team points and your team championship.
Second.
Kinger and Colt, man.
Still got a 2nd place finish there. Good for him.
Yeah, shoutouts to Unknown. Sorry I didn't switch over to you. I was chatting about the season, got a little distracted. But Unknown first, Solpun second, Colt Chevy third, D West fourth, and Kinger rounding out the top 5 and 5th there. Very, very well done here, fellas.
Good racing.
Some very good racing. I'm excited for this next race. It'll be definitely some chaos with these trucks jumping off of these ramps on Motor City.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Might be some havoc.
Yeah, there'll definitely be some good crashes and flips here for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for D-Highs. He's been having bad luck.
He has
So
been having some bad
I'm
luck. I hope he
rooting for
turns it
him to
around.
have a good race here.
Me too. I'm gonna go down to 6 laps just because this track is very, very long. Teague in the chat. That was Colt who just slid across the line, and I believe D West finished behind him, and D West does not want to see red.
I'm gonna have to give a shout out to Mr. Oscar. I made it. I don't know what to do with my hands though.
Yeah, you get used to it. I just kind of I have some little stuff on my desk that I just fiddle around with it every once in a while. But I got to go down to your name, put you on the old spectator mode, and we'll wait for these guys to
Yeah, they
switch
don't
over
want me
their
racing with
tunes.
them unless they want to get crashed up on accident. I spend more time on my backside than on the wheels.
Yeah, especially on a track like this. I mean, I don't think I'd do much better, honestly.
I gotta put wheels on the other side of my truck. I think I do better.
But looking at the point standings right now, Unknown and Fast still got that lead. Can't see Due West points yet. They're still loading in. Same with McNasty. There we go, 77. So Unknown with a pretty dominant lead at this point. Due West, the defending champion, in second, and then
West is
Solpun.
fast.
Due West is fast. He's one of those guys that, like, he might not ever be the fastest on the track, but he's just so consistent.
Yes. Yes, he is very.
But it looks like everyone is pretty much done
Everybody
tuning.
that's in here is fast, actually.
That is true. I mean, there'll be some races where, you know, I just can't beat half of this field, so maybe more.
I can kick vote. How fun is that? I can be in the booth and I can kick vote. Oh, this is great.
Well, they might start kick voting you if you don't ready up.
Oh, well,
There we
hey,
go.
I'm new. This is my first day.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. First day is always the toughest.
Spilled my coffee all over my keyboard.
And
No.
right on board, and Colt and Blood instantly get into it. Colt's into a barrier. Blood's taking out the sign right away. Oh, and D West is on his side a little bit. Makes it out alive.
Oh,
And there's
D-Highs
the big
and that,
one.
and there's a big old crash happening there.
Oh, someone in the back there's flipping around. It looks like that was AJ.
Mad Matt looks like he took off with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you get through that section clean, you'll have a clear lead over everybody. And it looks like Mad Matt and Kinger were the two to make it through clean.
He was bronze last year. He's getting too fast.
He is getting quick too. I mean, these guys, I don't know what happened. I left for a couple weeks and these guys are just all faster. It's great. I love to see it. But after everything's kind of settled down here, we got this big clump of cars in Grandpa Blood, McNasty, and D-Highs. AJ's not far behind. I don't know where Colt went, but oh, so Colt is very far behind.
Matt hit the wall.
Matt hit the wall. Solpun had to dodge, so he hit the wall. Same with Unknown. But it looks like D-West, after that unfortunate start going up on his side, he's up in second and challenging for the lead.
Kinger. Oh, it's Kinger.
Oh,
He's
and
not doing
Soul
very
Pun is
bad.
flipping.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's been doing... Oh, Racer Chick's flipping. She's on her side. Oh, Dives just goes and gives her a little love tap. You'd love to see it.
What are friends for, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If you see someone on their side, I think it's almost a rule that you have to give them a little love tap. But no, Kinger was in my qualifying lobby, and he was running up there with Soul Pun and Unknown and Fast and Petrie quite a bit. So very very strong talent coming into PRA.
Very nice. Can't wait to
Uh,
race.
Teague, we got one more race ahead of us. We'll be going back to Dirt Devil Stadium. Got to end it off on a bang.
I was doing good on Dirt Devil.
Yeah, Dirt
I had
Devils.
second place until second last lap, and then ruined it.
Yeah, Dirt Devil's one of those ones that your truck will just bounce wherever it feels like. It's a tough track.
But it was fun. I had a lot of fun with everybody.
That's good. I love to hear it. You know, this is an event that I always try and put on to just ease some things and have some fun. Some people enjoy it, some people don't, and I'm fine with that. AJ gets a little bent out of shape there, but he's able to save it. Mad Matt's still up in 6th place here. He's doing quite well.
Oh,
And
D
up front,
West
D West is around.
got into it. Unknown and Faster side by side on the jump.
And he's able to squeak by and get around that ramp, so he's able to take that first place position. A very dominant performance by Unknown all night long. I think he won.
Right next to each other again.
Let me guess.
Racer Chick and Grandpa.
It wouldn't be the same without it. But yeah, in that first lobby, I'm pretty sure Unknown won 4 of the 5 races. So he's been just dominant all night long.
He's very fast.
He
I race
is.
with him. He's very quick. He's another consistent driver.
He is very, very consistent. It's a lot of fun to race with him. I race with him over in WPL, his league, and you know, nothing changes over there. He's still just as fast. I actually think he's faster. He's in A class where he loves. And who is that flipping up there? I was just riding on Colt for a second, and that was Dimes flipping around.
I was just going to go on Colt, see how our guy was doing.
He's back in 10th. He's made up some positions after slamming into a barrier on turn 1. W, I see you in the chat. I miss you. I wish you could have been here tonight, brother. And Grandpa goes around. Looks like someone else went with him.
Guys just picked up 2 spots.
Yeah, that's the thing with a track like this. I mean, you see it with Colt Chevy as well. You can crash early and it just doesn't matter. Because everyone is going to crash at some point somewhere.
Yep. I would nosedive every time, because that's what my truck does.
Yeah, it's... sometimes I don't understand how jumps work in this game. It can be like the car handles it great, and sometimes it just nosedives or sends your ass into the floor.
It's got a real sense of humor.
It really does. Grandpa, after crashing, looks like he's back on track. He's in 10th place position now. Racer Chick, she's moved up into 6th place when we haven't talked about really this race.
Daddy McNasty and Mad Matt are having quite the race here.
They are. And Petrie made a little error there, so Racer Chick's going to be battling for this 5th place position. Unknown makes a small mistake going into turns 2 and 3. Might be what Kinger needs to make up some ground here.
Uh-oh. That was a close one. Like Racer Chick's around.
Ah, no. After making up that many positions, too, that's hurts to see, and D-Highs is going to try and take another position from her. And they're going side by side through this section. D-Highs gives her no space to get around that jump. She's taking it. Looking up front, looks like D West maybe made a little mistake. Petrie was able to get in front of him. Where's Solpun at? Solpun in no man's land? He is.
I've seen him.
He's up in that third place position.
In third place.
It's been a very quiet race from him thus far.
It's good. Quiet races are good races.
I agree. You know, I always enjoy it whenever I'm not on stream as much as other people, because it means I didn't have to deal with anybody.
AJ, Blood and Tears, and No Limit having a good race.
Yeah, AJ is going to be trying to hold them off as much as he can.
Oh!
Oh! And that's what we call the commentary's curse.
Oh. I did it, huh?
You did. That was your first curse in the commentary booth.
Look what you guys did to me. Now Blood's gonna hate me.
Looking around, looks like
At
D
least
West.
It wasn't after. At least it wasn't after I did it too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think AJ thought it was the last lap there. He just kind of drove straight through that section and lost all of the ground he had on No Limit Tuck.
Or AJ.
And someone's back there. Looks like Blood is in the wall again back there. Racer Chick getting pushed into the wall a little bit from these guys. D West trying to make as many positions up as he can.
And you're sitting in third. Go Kinger.
Yeah, Kinger definitely the surprise of the event, I'd have to say. He's been performing very, very well. And even with some bad races, he's just been consistent in that top 5 range.
I've known him fast. Let's see where you at, buddy.
Yeah, we got McNasty up here in 5th, one we haven't really talked about much. Unknown Fast, again, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Congratulations on your first. Solpun 2nd, Kinger 3rd, Petrie 4th. Looks like McNasty 5th. D-High's finishing in 6th. And surprise, surprise, who's going to finish right side by side? But Racer Chick and Grandpa.
I think they're trying to make it the Racer Chick and Grandpa show.
But congratulations to the top 5. D West in 6th, D Highs in 7th, Mad Matt 8th, Racer Chick 9th, Grandpa 10th, Dimes in 11th, AJ 12th, Colt Chevy way down there in 13th, and Blood in 14th.
Somebody's rocking the Ice Dude sunglasses. How nice of them.
Alright, we are going to end off here with 10 laps at the old Dirt Devil Stadium.
Oh, this is going to be fun to watch.
This is always this is probably the hardest race I've ever had to commentate. Is every time I've done this, because you just can't keep track of everything.
I'll try to let you not forget about the last lap with the leader this time.
Yeah, that'd be great. I feel like I've given Unknown absolutely 0 love today.
Poor guy.
It's because he wins too much over in WPL that I'm sick of it.
That's like a broken record, eh?
That's right. It's like racing with W over here. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he bought a PS5. That means he won't be buying a PC to come and mess me up over there.
Watch out. You never know.
Alright, 10 laps of Dirt Devil Stadium. These guys should know their tunes already, so we're going to fire it up right away.
Who are you going to go for?
You know, I'd love to see Racer Paletto win here. She's been having a pretty solid night, but I don't think she has a win yet, and I want to see it.
That would make her night, for sure. I'm going to go for our guy, Colt.
Mr. Colt Bland. What a guy. Racer Chick hates all these tracks. Nice.
What do you like to see?
Looks like I did it right then.
Yes, sir.
Got that Black Sierra going for AJ. Oscar, if you buy him a PC just to mess with me, we're going to have some words. I will move to BC and I will come and kick you in the shins. While we're waiting, let's look at some leaderboard times here. Let's see if people still have trophy runners. Yeah, Swamp Dog up here in a trophy runner. I got a Sandstorm time in here. Just a little blast from the past.
I got a sandstorm in here.
Top 100 in the Sandstorm? Let's go, buddy.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one for sure. This is one that a lot of chaos will happen at all times. Blood and Tears getting a little pushed around, pushed to the back of the pack already. Petrie and Kinger and Mad Matt all off the track. Someone else is off the track down there. Who was that? It was D-Highs was off the track up there as well. And Grandpa out to the early lead as people are just flipping in the background. But Graham got a very solid lead early. Side by side. I know she wants to get up there to hold Graham's hand a little bit more.
What a pack.
That is quite the pack. Who do we got here? We got Slowpun, Racer Chick, D-Highs, Kinger, Petrie, AJ, Dimes.
Jumping to the other side.
She's doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
You just can't control this truck on these jumps sometimes. It just does what it wants. It's got a mind of its own.
Oh, and Slowpun and AJ make contact. Racer Chick and AJ. Matt's just going to cruise on by after that accident.
I'm just going to go by you guys real quick.
Oh, and Unknown's a little bent out of shape, but it looks like Colt has been tracking down Grandpa.
Come on, fellow New Yorker and Colt. Let's get it.
Yeah, D West is in this pack. Unknown not far behind, so he'll be looking up into this pack soon. Blood and Tears up into that 5th place position, doing quite well. McNasty in 6th. But there will be more crashes to come.
Oh.
I always like to try and look at the jump as they're coming by it. Might have to go into some free cam here, get some fun angles.
Jumps.
I'm in the wrong preset.
Bad Matt with a nice
Hold on, we can figure this out. There we go.
Let's check somebody else. Let's see how Peaches doing.
Here comes Grandpa and the crew. Grandpa and D West make it through clean. Colt Chevy and Unknown make it through clean. So does Blood. McNasty made it through nice and clean. Wow, I get to free cam and nobody crashes? Come on now. Oh, Racer Chick off in the background. She's falling off the side.
Oh, D-Highs and Racer Chick get into it.
Petrie, Dimes, everyone. Oh, there goes Dimes.
Oh, a big nose dive.
AJ collects him. D-Highs and Racer Chick are flipping. And now the leaders are coming through. Man, D-Highs just reset in the nick of time there.
Grandpa and D West right side by side. First and second. What a battle. Unknown's right there with them.
That he is.
Scary,
Racer Chick's trying to block Colt Chevy. She hits the tire on the inside. She spins around. Straight up not having a good time.
Yes, D West has the nicest truck because those sunglasses on there just make it look so good.
Unknown and Graham. Oh, Grandpa's on his side a little bit. D-Highs is... He was upside down in the middle of the air? I don't know what happened there. That was cool.
Is that a 10?
That was definitely a 10. He landed on his hood and everything. Now, one thing that I used to love to do, I sucked in this event, so when it came to the end of it and I was at the back of the pack, I like to launch it over the stadium. It's always fun.
Up and over the stands into the parking lot.
That's right. So, pack it up. I'm going home.
Yep, we all had that.
D West doing a great job holding down that first place position, but he needs Unknown to have a big accident in order to have any shot of winning this thing. Racer Chick and Soul Pun. Racer Chick is lap traffic for Soul Pun, so she's definitely not having a good time anymore.
Poor Racer. I told her she'd have fun if she did it. I hope I didn't steer her wrong.
You know what? I think she's had fun. It's just these tracks and these trucks are definitely tough. You see Colt Chevy hitting the ground over here like a rookie. Oh, and Racer Chick sideways. Oh, she is tumbling down the track, doing some pirouettes. Here comes Dimes following her. Mad Matt makes it through unscathed. Oh, we're on last lap. Hold on.
10 to 10, sir. Last lap.
D West, where are you? There you are. Haha, I did it.
Keep on it.
D West holds on for the victory. Very well done, sir. Unknown and Fast in second. And it looks like Mr. Grandpa, your fellow New Yorker, comes in that third place position.
Good job, Graham.
Blood and tears in fourth.
Nosedive. Mad is flipping. They just want to finish, but they can't.
Especially when you got someone like Racer Chick sitting in front of you, blocking you the whole time, eh? Soul Pun with the beautiful little spin out to get that sixth place position, and he's just getting beat up as they're all passing.
Oh, you did some great track picking.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's always fun running this event. It's definitely one that I enjoy every season.
And I thank you for letting me get on and talk with you. Have some fun.
Of course, man. It was a blast to have you, honestly. It was a lot of fun. But let's take a look at these little point standings here before everybody leaves, hopefully. Come on, go back to the main screen, please.
You can do it. It is not doing it.
I just need to be able to look at all the points before everybody leaves. There we go. Looks like I got everybody's points. Perfect.
Real points as usual. I did good.
You and me both, brother. Anyways, congratulations to Unknown and Fast, the clear Baja Bash Volume 3 winner. He won Lobby 1, and he came out with a dominating performance here in the finals. D West not able to hold on to that championship.
He's nipping. He couldn't get it though.
Yeah, he was really trying his best there, but Unknown and Fast is just so consistent and very, very fast. It's hard to compete with a guy like him for sure, especially when he gets comfortable and he gets into a groove. It's kind of game over.
Yep, I've seen it done. His car gets smaller and smaller.
Anyways, guys, that was the PRA Baja Bash Volume 3. Ice Dude, it was a pleasure to have you. And
Thank you very much.
don't go too far. Next week, I don't think we have a confirmed date, and people don't know what it is. It's kind of a surprise. So we will be having another off-season event later into the week next week. It'll be a very, very fun one. Make sure to tune into that. And go show some love over to PRA Wreckfest on PC. We will be going live over there in about 25 minutes for the PC series.
Good luck to you PC runners.
Thank you. I'm in second place in standings over there. I'm trying to reel down the guy in first.
You can get her done. I know you can.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Great racing. Ice Dude, it was always fun.